It's me again. Well, since it's in such high demand, since almost literally everyone who's ever seen my speakers in the old man out there have said, you need to paint those like jets or rockets. Well, I decided to do just that. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm not a painter. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not an auto body guy. I'm just a craft guy. So, we're going to do it that blue and that gray. And yes, I know it's primer, but that will be one of the colors. And then clear coat it and see how that works. More clips to come. Well, masking tape is on. As far as I know, everything that needs to be masked up is masked up. And paint is coming out of the can. So, here we go. Well, lesson learned. Never buy this crap. Rust-Oleum, American Accents, 2X Extra Ultra Cover, Flat Gray Primer, unless you plan on using it immediately. I've had this can here in the garage, unused, brand new for several months. And when I first started, you can see all this powder and thick stuff that came out and all over. And after I got it cleared, it came out through pretty good. But that little patch, now I have to sand it down, or sand it down a little more. Well, I can't see it there. Because it looks like total crap. And yes, that's on the bottom, and nobody will probably see it. But I will know it's there, and it's irritating me. So, never buy that unless you plan on using it right away, because evidently if it sits, it chunks up. See this powder? This is powder that came out when I first started spraying. Not even paint, it's just powder. It's not even, I don't know what happened. But I had to take it outside, hold it upside down and spray it for a little bit to clear it out. It was a major pain. So don't use that unless you use it right away. So I guess the stuff that I bought the other day can't wait to be used. So I'm glad I'm doing it today. Oh well, stage 1 primer is done. I know in this light you can't see it very well. From this edge forward is going to stay gray, so it'll get several coats. From here back it will be the blue, and here will be the blue as well. So I'm hoping that my painter's tape won't pull the primer up, but I'm going to let it set for a couple of days or more before I do the blue. So after a couple hours when this dries, I'll sand this down just a little bit and then reshoot it and see what happens. By the way, stage 1. Well, they're primered. I know with the light you can't see it very well, but this will look a little better from this angle. Still drying some, but the primer's done. So maybe later tonight I'll get some blue on there. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how well it dries. Looking good. Well, there's a coat of blue after I masked off the front part that's staying gray. Yes, I know the light changes. By the way, it's not bad. It's still wet. I don't have enough in the can to go a light coat over it. And this little piece up here, up there, I'll have to paint standing up. But it's a little piece, so it won't be a big deal. Well, the primary colors are on. Well, primarily the two colors, the gray and the blue. I still have to clear coat it. And then when I'm done clear coating it, I'll pull the rest of the tape off. Tape here in the front, tape there on the bottom, and tape on the wire inputs there on the back. I'll remove that after I clear coat it. Probably clear coat it tomorrow. Learning all the stuff, doing things you haven't done before. Rust-Oleum sucks. Shook it and shook it and shook it and sprayed it and started spraying it. It was going on just fine. Halfway through the spray job, all this texture started coming out. It's hard to see, but it's there. Of the clear coat, not the paint. It wasn't there before. The clear coat. No, I didn't have all these fans going at the time, so they weren't bringing stuff in. But all this texture wasn't there. It all came out of the clear coat can. So I didn't ruin it because it's on that Jeep, so you know how can you really ruin it? But Rust-Oleum sucks. And I will never use the clear coat again or the primer. The paint was actually pretty good. The blue went on really well. Didn't give me any trouble. But this stuff, and I hadn't had it setting for weeks. I had it a few days and I shook it up hard. And it didn't start that way. It started smooth and then did that halfway through and then stopped doing it and came out smooth again. So this shit sucks, but the jet pods are coming along. You can't see the gray very well in this light because of the sunlight, but it's gonna be awesome. Well, they are as done as I can make them. I do not expect these stickers to stay. This will probably stay. It's electrical tape. These are vinyl stickers, and they are having a devil of a time sticking to that thing. I may or may not paint that orange there. Probably will, just for the hell of it, with some craft paint. But here we go. Beer blast. No people allowed. There's a line. Don't go in front of that. La-di-da. No, I don't have a swirly thing like jet engines have, but that's all right. There you go. I'll take one more video when I get them on the Jeep here in a few days. And out in the sunlight, they're really going to look like crap, but whatever. They're in. They look pretty cool, but the stickers are not going to stay. They've already started coming off and moving around. They just don't want to stick to this painted plastic. I'm hoping tomorrow it'll get nice and hot. I hope they'll survive the night with the wind and everything. And it'll get nice and hot tomorrow and cook. And then I can come out and push them and they'll stick. But I'm not betting on it. If they don't, I'll recut them. And put them on when it is hot. But either way, they're in. They kind of look like jets. They look better than they did black. And they kind of match the Jeep. They're blue. It's blue-ish. I should have painted some rust on them to match better. But they're in. One last touch-up. I had to do something with the back. So now the back is red also. And I think I've solved my problem with the sticker stand. Found some lacquer. I put over them. Hopefully it'll act like a glue and keep them down overnight. If they're here in the morning, they should be fine. Either way, they are done.